We are often told that speed is our most valuable currency. Because of this, tools like Perplexity AI have seen a meteoric rise. However, for those of us involved in deep research, I'm talking about college students writing dissertations, business analysts building market projections, or healthcare professionals seeking evidence-based protocols. Perplexity has a hidden cost. That cost is the sacrifice of academic rigor for the sake of convenience. Perplexity's primary engine scans the open web. It pulls from blogs, news sites, Reddit threads, and promotional marketing pages. This is secondary research at its most volatile. When your reputation, your grade, or your business strategy is on the line, you cannot rely on an AI that might prioritize a viral blog post over a peer-reviewed clinical trial. Today, I'm walking you through a major shift in my workflow. I am moving my heavy-duty research to a platform called Consensus. Consensus is not a general-purpose chatbot. It is a specialized AI academic search engine that provides direct access to over 200 million peer-reviewed scientific papers. I will then show you how to take the scientific insights you find there and validate them through primary research using SurveyMonkey's advanced AI tools. The Consensus onboarding and logic visual. Efficiency starts with a frictionless setup. To get started, navigate to consensus.app. You will notice the interface doesn't waste time with flashy animations. Click the Sign Up or Sign In button at the top right. The registration process is intentionally streamlined for professionals. Sign up takes less than 30 seconds. Simply input your name, institutional or professional email, and password. Once you're in, you're greeted by a search bar that says, "Ask the research." This phrasing is key. General AI tools want you to chat. Consensus wants you to query a corpus of 200 million papers. This isn't just a search. It's an extraction of the world's collective scientific knowledge. Executing the gold standard search visual. Let's run a practical query. We've all heard the Mozart effect or the lo-fi study trend. A general AI might give you a list of Spotify playlists. Watch what Consensus does. I'm entering the query. Does listening to music while studying improve concentration? Immediately, the system begins a multi-step process. In the sidebar, you can actually see the AI's internal logic. Step 1. Identifying effects of music on concentration. Step 2. Evaluating background music on cognitive performance. It is showing you its work, which is the first rule of professional research. Now, look at the results. At the very top, we have the Consensus meter. This is the single most powerful visual tool on the platform. It provides a consensus on the evidence. You can see the exact percentage of papers that support each view. 55% say yes, 18% say possibly, and 18% say no. As a researcher, this tells me that the answer depends on variables, perhaps the type of music or the task difficulty. Below the meter, we have the summary section. This is a high-level executive summary drafted by the AI, and this is the crucial difference, every single claim is backed by a citation number. Hover over a citation, and it shows you the paper title, the authors, and the journal. This is how you eliminate hallucinations. You aren't trusting the AI, you are trusting the science the AI found. Advanced filtering and journal quality. Open the filter suite. On the right, you have several sophisticated parameters. Publication year. For fields like AI, tech, or medicine, anything older than 3 years might be obsolete. Use the slider to narrow your search to 2021 through 2025. Journal rank. You can filter for top quartile journals. This ensures you are only citing the most prestigious publications in the world. Citations. You can specify that you only want to see papers with at least 50 or 100 citations. This helps you identify the seminal works, the papers that change the field. When you apply these filters, watch how the consensus meter updates. It becomes more accurate because you've removed the noise of low-quality or outdated papers. Validation via primary research, SurveyMonkey. This is where we move into primary research using SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey has recently integrated high-level AI to ensure your data collection is as rigorous as your search. Build with AI. From the dashboard, click Create Survey and select the Build with AI option. The prompt. Do not just say make a music survey. Type a prompt like this. I am a university administrator. Based on secondary research indicating music affects study habits, I need a 10-question survey for students to measure the impact of lo-fi versus classical music on their perceived focus during 2-hour study blocks. Refinement. Watch as the AI generates questions. It isn't just picking random questions, it's selecting appropriate scales, like the Likert scale, to ensure your data is statistically valid. The paste your questions feature. Often, you'll have a draft of questions you wrote while reading papers on consensus. Select the paste your questions beta feature. You can literally copy a raw text block from a Word doc. The AI recognizes the structure, identifies which should be multiple choice versus ranking, and optimizes the phrasing to eliminate leading question bias. This workflow ensures that the insights you find in the lab, consensus, are validated by your real-world audience, SurveyMonkey. Analysis, branding, and professional polish visual. Once the data comes in, do not just look at a spreadsheet. Click on Analyze Results. SurveyMonkey's AI automatically builds data visualizations. That is the moment you become an expert. It will show you a net promoter score or a distribution graph of your findings. You can now compare this primary data side by side with the scientific papers you found in consensus. That is the moment you become an expert. Before you send your survey, you need professional polish. In the Logic tab, you can add Skip Logic. If a student says they never listen to music, the survey should automatically skip the questions about music types. This reduces respondent fatigue and ensures higher completion rates. Exporting and the paper trail. The final step of any deep research is the paper trail. If you can't prove where you got your information, your research is worthless. In Consensus, scroll to the bottom of your search results to the References section. You don't have to manually type out bibliography entries. Click the Export button. You can choose to copy citation in APA, MLA, or Harvard format, or better yet, select Export as PDF. This generates a professional document that includes the summary, the consensus meter graph, and every single source paper. If you are a student, you attach this to your essay. If you are a professional, you include this as an appendix to your proposal. It proves that you didn't just ask an AI, it proves you conducted a rigorous scientific audit. So why am I moving away from Perplexity for deep research? Because Perplexity is built for answers, but Consensus and SurveyMonkey are built for evidence. When you use Perplexity, you are getting a summary of the internet's opinion. When you use Consensus, you are getting a summary of the world's proven knowledge. When you follow it up with SurveyMonkey, you are getting the truth about your own world. I've put links to the Consensus Pro features and a few of my favorite SurveyMonkey research templates in the description below. If this deep dive helped you understand the difference between search and research, hit the like button and subscribe to SaaS Track.